Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Last week unfolded a little Rolex mystery. I was alerted to it by my buddy Captain Danny, who writes for the Rolex Approved, the Rolex magazine, and has his own vlog, Coronet. Check it out at coron.et, where in his article, he reported an interesting picture taken in Hong Kong at an authorized dealer of the Causeway Bay district of a Rolex Oyster Perpetual 41mm in a yet unreleased lavender color. So Captain Danny asked me to go check it out. I went on a little stroll in Causeway Bay. So this authorized dealer, this location in particular, opened about 3 years ago, I think, during COVID, and I've never seen anything for sale there in the window. I have some experience with Oriental watches in Central. I used to buy a few watches there, Zenith, Tudor, and I got to buy a couple of nice watches for my wife. Since then, I haven't heard from any salesperson there. And when the experience of buying a Rolex there is basically them telling you how much extra money in cash in an envelope you have to give the salesperson to get the watch that you want. And I think they got caught because, someone told me that Rolex had reduced drastically the number of deliveries that they were getting, at least for a while. But that's something to be confirmed. Anyway, this location in Causeway Bay, I never entered it because, it's pointless. But for the sake of investigation, I must up the courage to do so. I went in. I was wearing shorts. It's very hot here in Hong Kong. And salesperson eyed me suspiciously, and I wander around to the Oyster Perpetual display, and the guy was next to me, and I tried to ask him my question, and without listening to what I was saying, he just said, "Nothing is available, there's nothing for sale." That was the first reaction that you always get when you go to a shop here now, unless you're a celebrity, a minor celebrity from TV, or famous because your parents are billionaires or something like that. That's the sort of welcome that you're going to get. But then I explained myself a bit more clearly, pointing at a 41mm beige dial, my favorite, by the way, and asking if that 41mm was available with that color, I said, pointing at a smaller lavender dial. And the guy clearly confirmed to me that, yes, it's a new model for this year. And I asked if they have one, if it's available, and he had to say no, not available, but yes, it does exist. And what would you know? A couple of days later, last weekend, I think on Saturday, the website of Rolex was updated to show not only the lavender, but also a pink dial, which I think will be more popular than this lavender color, which I find a bit more feminine, bizarrely, than the pink. I think the pink is a bit more flash, a bit more fresh. So it was interesting to see a little slip up maybe in the well-oiled Rolex machine, maybe just a little mistake from the AD. Interesting to see that Rolex would send the new watches a bit before they are officially released on the website. To me, DOP is a missed opportunity. Not that they really care because they sell out everything apparently. But it would be great if they would release different color dials for different markets. And it would make actually the least favorite colors, like the black perhaps, or the beautiful blue, more sought after. For example, if the black was only released in Dubai, if the blue was only to be found in Australia, could be a lot of fun. It would be great also if Rolex would force the AD one way or another to actually sell the watches in the store. It's the entry level, and you can't even enter the brand there. Sadly enough, you gotta buy two-tone full gold models to get to access any steel, apparently. But maybe if you spend ages talking to the ADs, you can get one of these. I don't really have the patience. And given the type of welcome that I get in those stores now, I'm not really interested. I was surprised they would let me try on the Land Dweller in a different authorized dealer owned by a different chain. However, they didn't ask if I was interested or not, because knowing very well they would not get many and that they would not sell it to me in any case. Yeah, something to note here in Hong Kong, as I just said, if you're a minor celebrity, those shops will, and not just Rolex shops. For example, a very well-known independent, the most sought-after independent. You can probably guess who I'm talking about. Will offer watches to celebrities, TV personalities, models, actors that they don't even ask for, that they don't really, that they can't necessarily afford. They're not all paid millions. Um, Instead of offering them to genuine enthusiasts. And they know who's the enthusiast, because you have to go through an interview process at those little boutiques. That's just the way it goes, at least here in Hong Kong. You have to be someone to just get a watch, even if it's the entry level. And then, of course, you'll find these watches resold immediately. That's just the way it goes. But yeah, this is for the little story of that those new dials of the OP. I wonder why they discontinued the 39. It will probably come back. It is the ideal size for the OP and for the Explorer. Both now come in 40 or 41 millimeters and 36. One is too large, one is too small. I don't know if the 41 is really 41. It's probably a 40.3 or something like that, but they call it the 41. I think 39 would be ideal. But anyway, I was in Causeway Bay, so I took a stroll, passed by another authorized dealer. Same type of shop. You wouldn't really want to go in. They have like five staff in there doing nothing all day, just telling people that nothing is available. But always fun to look at in the window, see some of the new models, like this beautiful Sky Dweller with a green dial. I've never tried the Sky Dweller actually. With the Oyster Flex, it might make it a bit more comfortable, but maybe not. I don't know. We have to see how the weight shifts, of course. Interesting. I think that the Oyster Flex would be great to see in the steel versions of the Sky Dweller, and the GMT Master 2, I think, is the next thing that Rolex will probably introduce. Of course, Tudor has put their version of the rubber with solid metal handling on the 58 GMT, and I love that watch and I love that look. So maybe it's something that will come from Rolex. They're not in a hurry. It seems that they sell out everything, or at least that they give the illusion that everything is always sold out. Well played. So anyway, I was in Causeway Bay, and I might as well show you where I've been at the back end of this video, and you can hear a little bit the comment that I was doing at the same time. I had to edit a little bit. It was not that interesting, to be honest, but it's always fun maybe for you to see a bit how life goes in this sometimes hectic city. You gotta get out of those commercial districts. Everybody goes to the beach on the weekend or to on a hike. It's very pleasant. You don't want to stay stuck too long in these shops. So there you go. I hope this was a bit enjoyable. And yeah, let me know what you think about the larger size of the OP. Is it too big? Is 36 the one to have? Or are you just going to go for the discontinued 39 millimeters? I think there was one in aubergine color that was very nice. Maybe even a white one that would be very fresh. I suppose the 39 will come back eventually. It's weird that Rolex went kind of like the way of Omega, who always did the Aquaterra a bit too big or a bit too small, the 40.5 millimeter or the 38.5 millimeter. Why not just do 39? And I think visually, as an object, is the perfect size. The 36 feels always more cramped on the Datejust and the OPs. I think a modern watch 39 is it's what I prefer in my collection. Actually, since I have you, and speaking of which, and while nobody else is listening, speaking of Omega or Jaeger-LeCoultre, which have their own boutiques now, IWC. On my way, I saw that some multi-brand boutiques had shut down, and a salesperson there once told me that, yeah, JLC, he used to sell a lot of them, and then they went and distributed through their own boutiques, and he lost that brand, and he said it's a bit of a shame because you bring in customers with one brand, and you can show them something else, and you can give them a bit of a discount, and it's up to the AD to do it. And then those brands like GLC, Omega, they want to do everything themselves, and no discount. And they expect you to buy something, okay, and come back to buy another watch from the same brand on and on. And does that really work as much as the multi-brand format? It's first thing first. It's a different thing, right? The you have to have your own salespeople and pay for all the overheads. And you have to convince people, yeah, to come back to the brand, to spend more, and yeah, the brand gets to control more the retail price and enforce that client pay the full price. But I don't know that it's working so good for brands like Zenith, which is also distributed by multi-brand boutiques, but also have their own boutiques here. And their own boutique, I've never seen anyone go in it. So GLC, IWC, Omega. There's clients going in there, but I don't know how successful it is compared to the multi-brand format. Anyway, I'm gonna switch to the sort of live commentary that I did during my walk to let you finish this video. Bye bye, guys. And I'm looking actually to see if they have it in the window here. So we are in Causeway Bay in the Causeway Plaza. Hey, is that my old watch? Yeah, I sold it. I miss it. I regret it. Yeah, it's a G. It might just be my watch. 2005. Yeah, I think if it's the full set, it would be my watch. Yeah, I miss it. It always looked bigger than it is. I miss that watch. Yeah, should have kept it maybe. I think if it had a bit more color, I would have always kept it. Wow, 238. That's a fair price for this one. Great collector, but as I said in my collector's video, a few videos back, yeah, when will it appreciate? You better appreciate it until it really appreciates in terms of monies. Great price for those perpetual calendars. Wow, they got both. The little premium on this one. Maybe this one doesn't have the box and papers. I prefer the cream. Be careful with the salmon, the way it's going to wear on your skin. On my skin, I get quickly bored with salmon. Hey, Paul, what they call a Paul Newman Daytona. This is the 1-1 reference, so under 300,000. That's quite fair. A bit higher than that one, but and 200K for the one Tiffany. Very cool. Oh, look, an Ingi with the blue-green dial. That's good stuff. Huh? Even this Rolex here. Damn, that's expensive. And 376K. It's platinum. So much money for time only. You gotta be mad. Mad. Cool Pam. Green Pam. Oh yeah, I saw it online. 56K.
56K, yeah. Oh, I'm getting cramps in my finger holding the phone. What else is cool? Anything unusual? Yeah, you can get a bit of a discount on the GMT full gold. Oh man, look at that. It's so beautiful. Such a cute watch, but not super usable. It's kind of fragile for a travel watch. I have to warn you. A couple of guys asked me about that watch. They consider it, and yeah, it's true. You get a cool complication, a good look, and it looks bigger than its dimension would suggest. 36, 37 nominal dimension, but with the pushers, it's bigger. There's a Japek Antarctique there with the split second. Unfortunately, the pleasure of the Japek Antarctique, which I'm wearing, is to have a very slim watch with the macro rotor movement. Mine has a burgundy dial. But as you can see here, and I did a review on the channel if you want to know more, it's quite a bit thicker to, of course, house the complication. A couple of funky APs, yeah, you know that one. Not to everyone's taste, but I guess they make different things with influencers and all those brands. To which his own, it's just a product after all. Kind of tempted by this GLC, but yeah, you know, I've owned the time zone there. Not a world timer, but a time zone Patek, so why would I go and buy that GLC? I cannot do that. Oh, there you go. This is the same movement. This one is the smaller version, 2570. One of my favorite Royal Oaks is the larger one, the 39, because I like 39mm for the Royal Oaks. This is flash as well. Look at that calendar. Very fragile watches. So this one GLC movement, 26mm. And once again, we are in Causeway Bay at the Causeway Plaza. Ooh, a bit of longer goodness. Oh shit, it's the same watch as I have. Exactly same, but on the original black strap. Exactly the same. Asking 115. Between us, I've put mine for sale locally for 98,000 because as beautiful as it is, it's just a bit too big for me. It's just a bit too big, so I don't pick it up in the morning. So yeah, it will suit somebody else better, but really love the complication. The chronograph is probably the best pusher feeling that I've had. Very smooth. Oh, there you go. You got the Gen 2 there on the strap. So there you go. Don't buy this one. Contact me if you want to get mine for a much better price. 98,000 is what I ask, because it's what I paid. But I also paid for 3,000 for to replace the strap for an OEM blue strap, which I think makes it a lot more usable. The black strap makes it more difficult to use if you're dressed casual, like I do most of the time now. Oh my god, look at the Parmigianis, how they are falling in the market. 102 for the Tonda. 2021, not even very old, right? 102. Wow, that's a good price. It's a neat watch, clean watch. Yeah, clean. My favorite 5712. Love it. There's a 5711 as well. Cool stuff. There's a couple more. Oh man, there's a cluster of watches here. They have a longer perpetual there. It's just thrown like that. There's a GMT Pepsi. There's a rare Patek with all the scales. There. Yeah. Oh, same as mine. Yeah, 6,006. I'm not. Oh, I can't see the price yet. And I've put my 6,006 for sale as well. I have two Calatravas, and I prefer the other one, my 5296, which is watch only. While the 6,006 that I have the full set so it's easier to sell. And again, see, it's all black. So as much as I love that micro rotor, I really enjoy owning it. I don't get to wear it as much. I wear a lot more often the brown strap. You're gonna tell me I could put this on a brown strap, but I won't. I should have something made that's a bit more usable, like a gray or green or blue strap maybe. A lot of cool stuff. Roger Dubuis homage. That's a bit on the nose. And some crazy longer 425K. And here just under 400 for those Zeitwerk. Wow, so cool, so cool. And a nice little reversal here. Man, this shop only has good watches. Always have the good stuff. And a couple of world timers I didn't show you as well. So if you go upstairs, there's a little vintage shop with more geared towards geezer watches, nice bracelet, vintage style, well, vintage. And it's funny that yeah, there's a bit of a cluster of shops here, but otherwise it's more like ladies kind of shops. But there is an Outback steak, so you can grab a meal. And so when you come here, there's a Times watch. I used to find cool watches here, but less and less. But if you love JLC, this is really nice. There you go. And the lighting is good in this window, with no distortion. See, you want IWC, they're here. You want Breitling, they're there. And you want Panerai, they're here. So Causeway Plaza, and a lot of Cartier for your wife. They don't really have the Cartiers for the men, it's more for the ladies. Bit of Tudors, Neo. I wouldn't call it Neo Vintage, but it's getting there. Of course, all the Rolex goodness. I guess one day I'll have to buy myself that CH&R. I still like it. It's become, obviously, the novelty is gone, and I kind of like buy watches when there's the novelty effect. I don't know if these dials are genuine, by the way. They might be repainted, so I wouldn't really trust too much. There's yeah, lots of Rolex. Oh, 16700. I think it's been there for a while. I like the 16700. I think the GMT hand is not yet independently set, so it's still a GMT Master. It's not a Master 2, and you just use the bezel. And people always put the bezel like this. Why not turn it around and have a different look? That's what I do on my Tudor. Has it been polished a lot? Redialed? Who knows? Who knows? Difficult to know. I guess you just gotta like it the way it is. Can't say the same about all these 5-digit references. And I still like the look of those Milgauss. I had the Z Blue, and there you go, more geezer watches, so you can come here for that. If you buy this one, you're the man. You're the man. Bejeweled AP. See? The geezers would love it here. At the same time, it gets a bit laughable how everyone is wearing a ladies' watch. I still like the Speedy Racing, my first good watch. I had the white dial. I really liked it. Alright, if you go down again, there's a couple of resellers shops that are very cool as well. So I just let the camera go, and sorry if it makes you a bit sick. but at least you can see just how the sort of how the experience goes. And yeah, there's a Vuitton tambour over there. Not a very good light here, so it won't make for a good video. And I got all the usual watches. Sometimes something a bit more unusual, like the 5224 bizarre watch. Is the one in the middle there? Sort of a dual zone, 24-hour scale. Not really the one you buy as your only Patek, I would guess. Probably not. And this is the new Paul Newman. I prefer the old one with the red hand. The new one, a bit more expensive. Yeah, a lot more expensive, like 50k more. Yeah, I would go for the old one. New one, you get a bit of a more modern movement. And I think that's the best way to do it for Rolex. Give you a bit more, but also change something that makes the old one still desirable. I think it's something that they didn't do well with some updates, like the Explorer 2. It's too close from the previous model. They just made it better. So not really a good reason to buy the previous model, except if you get a good price. Oh, and got the Tudor chrono there with that flamingo dial. Hey, big Hublot here. Got some IWC stuff. Oh, that's the Tudor for, is that the AC Milan? Yeah, I think so. If you like football. Bit of Omega. Yeah, the annual calendar 4947 is one of the most unloved Pateks. Dealer can't get rid of them, and so therefore it's quite attractive if you're looking to get into Patek, and then I think it doesn't really do anything to the owners of these watches. It's not quite lady, not quite man. It's a bit too unisex. The bracelet is nice enough. You got lume. And when it came out, I really praised it. I thought it was really a cool product. But then afterwards, I sort of, like everybody, I think, lost interest for that model. But maybe we'll look back at it more fondly in the future. You never know how things can change. I gotta stop looking at the Yachtmaster. Hey, here is the lavender dial, but this is the small version. All right then, I'd better make a move. Oh, check it out. See, speaking of Rolex, we got the ambassadors over there. That's a pretty cool commercial.